You don't notice it all at once. It sneaks up on you. One night drive feels a little darker than usual. Road signs don't pop the way they used to. Headlights from oncoming cars seem brighter, but yours barely cut through the road ahead. Most drivers shrug it off, assuming it's just age or bad bulbs. But the truth hiding in plain sight is far more serious. Foggy, oxidized headlights don't just make your car look tired, they quietly erase your visibility. In real-world safety testing, severely oxidized headlights have been shown to slash nighttime visibility by well over half. That's not cosmetic. That's the difference between seeing a hazard early or never seeing it at all. Here's the part nobody warns you about. On many modern cars, replacing headlight assemblies isn't cheap plastic and a few screws anymore. They're sealed units with sensors, projectors, and styling elements baked in. The bill can climb into the hundreds, sometimes over $1,000, for something that looks like just cloudy plastic. And yet, in most cases, nothing is broken. The headlight didn't fail. The surface did. Today, I'm taking you behind the curtain. We're going to walk through 5 fast fixes and one true long-term solution that can bring foggy headlights back to life. Some of these methods cost almost nothing. Some look impressive but quietly sabotage your headlights. And one of them, the final one, is the only approach that actually respects how headlight plastic is engineered to survive years of sun, heat, and abuse. Stick with me until the end, because that last method is what separates temporary shine from real restoration. Let's start where most people start: quick fixes. The kind that spread online because they're easy, cheap, and feel almost magical the first time you try them. The most famous one lives in your bathroom: toothpaste. It sounds ridiculous until you understand why it works. Most whitening toothpastes aren't smooth creams at all. They're packed with microscopic abrasives designed to polish enamel. When you rub them against oxidized headlight plastic, they act like ultrafine sandpaper, shaving away the chalky, damaged outer layer that scatters light. The process feels almost too simple. A clean microfiber towel. A generous squeeze of non-gel whitening toothpaste. Small, tight circular motions across the lens. As you work, something interesting happens. The paste turns gray. That's not dirt. That's oxidized plastic coming off the surface. After a few minutes, you rinse everything clean, dry it off, and suddenly the headlight looks alive again. Clearer, brighter, less tired. But here's what most videos don't say. That clarity is naked. Toothpaste removes oxidation, but it leaves the plastic defenseless. UV radiation, sunlight, is what caused the fog in the first place. Without protection, the cloudiness creeps back fast. In harsh sun, sometimes in weeks. You can slow it down with wax, but this is a cosmetic touch-up, not a repair. Think of it like polishing scratched glasses without adding a protective coating. Now let's walk into the kitchen. Because there's another classic DIY fix that works on a completely different principle. Baking soda and vinegar. Old school chemistry. Baking soda provides gentle abrasion. Vinegar, or citrus juice, breaks down surface contamination and loosens oxidation. When mixed into a thick paste and worked across the lens with a soft sponge or cloth, it scrubs away dullness surprisingly well. You rinse, wipe, and once again, the headlight looks noticeably brighter. Some people swear by lemons or oranges dipped in baking soda. The citric acid helps, and the natural oils clean surface grime. It's oddly satisfying, and for something that costs almost nothing, the results can be impressive, for a while. But just like toothpaste, there's no UV defense here. The sun will reclaim the plastic sooner rather than later. And this is where people start crossing into dangerous territory, because desperation makes people experiment. There's a method floating around that makes headlights look crystal clear almost instantly. Bug spray containing DE. And yes, it works. That's exactly why it's a problem. DE isn't just a repellent, it's a powerful solvent. When sprayed onto a headlight, it softens the plastic surface just enough to level it out. The lens looks smooth, glossy, almost brand new in seconds. But what's really happening is damage. That solvent strips away the factory UV coating completely. The plastic underneath is now raw, unprotected, vulnerable. I've seen headlights treated this way turn yellow again in days, sometimes worse than before. Over time, The plastic can even become brittle and crack. It's like sanding your skin to make it look smooth and skipping sunscreen forever. Yes, it delivers instant shine. But the cost is accelerated aging. If you ever see this trick online, understand what you're trading. Short-term beauty for long-term destruction. Now let's talk about something far more common and far less destructive, yet still misunderstood. WD-40. Almost every garage has a can. It smells like fixing things. Spray it on a cloth, wipe the lens, and boom, the headlight looks darker, richer, clearer. But here's the illusion. WD-40 doesn't remove oxidation. It fills it. Oils and solvents temporarily saturate the damaged surface, bending light more evenly. The fog is still there, it's just hidden. Wash the car. Drive in the rain. Park in the sun. The effect disappears. It's makeup, not skincare. Useful for photos. Useless for longevity. So far, every method we've talked about buys time. None of them truly fix the problem. That changes now. There's a middle ground between kitchen hacks and professional body shop work, headlight restoration kits. These are designed specifically for modern plastic lenses. No guessing. No random chemicals. Just controlled abrasion, polishing, and protection. Some kits focus on speed. Some on durability. The better ones include multiple sandpaper grits, polishing compounds, and, most importantly, UV protection. That last part is what matters. Without UV defense, restoration is temporary no matter how shiny it looks. Used correctly, these kits can deliver results that last months, sometimes close to a year. For many drivers, that's the sweet spot. Affordable, effective, repeatable. But now we reach the point where shortcuts end. If you want headlights that don't just look good today, but stay clear year after year, you have to treat them like paint correction, not cleaning. This is the method I trust when results matter. Everything starts with preparation. Proper sanding isn't about aggression. It's about control. The goal is to remove every trace of oxidation evenly. No shortcuts, no missed patches. The lens is cleaned thoroughly first. Dirt left behind becomes deep scratches later. Masking follows, because sandpaper has no mercy for paint. Wet sanding begins coarse enough to remove damage, but never dry. Water keeps heat down, prevents gouging, and carries debris away. The lens slowly transforms into a uniform frost. That's good. That frost means oxidation is gone. Each finer grit erases the scratches left by the previous one. Direction changes matter. Patience matters. By the time you reach ultrafine grits, the surface is smooth, consistent, and ready for clarity to return. Polishing is where the magic feels real. Compounds don't hide damage. They refine the surface until light passes cleanly again. The dull frost turns into glass. But clarity alone isn't enough. Without protection, the sun will undo everything. This is where most restorations fail. UV sealant or automotive clear coat isn't optional. It's the entire point. This layer replaces what time and sunlight destroyed. Done properly, it shields the plastic from future oxidation and locks in clarity. And then comes the hardest step of all. Waiting. Letting chemistry do its job. Rushing ruins everything. Curing time is what separates a restoration that lasts months from one that lasts years. When it's done, truly done, the headlights don't just look better. They perform better. Light projects farther. Patterns sharpen. Night driving feels safer, calmer, more confident. That's the difference between hiding a problem and fixing it. If this helped you see your car differently, hit like so this reaches more drivers who think foggy headlights are normal. Share it with someone who needs safer night driving. Subscribe for more deep, honest car care breakdowns. And comment below. Tell me what country you're watching from. I read every one.